L'Oreal Professional Products are the folks who are bringing us in. So you get to see what happens backstage here at Fashion Week, something that nobody else gets to see. And I guess we're going to have somebody to interview here. A lot of makeup and hair artists here, a lot. Daniela from L'Oreal Products is going to be with us here in a second.
Can you tell about inspiration for the makeup?
This is a unique behind-the-scenes look that never before has been web-streamed live ever in the history of fashion. New ground, ladies and gentlemen, once again here on Paltalk.com, the largest multimedia interactive program on the internet. Hi, Amit. I'm Gary.
Gary, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. Excellent meet. Abraham?
Correct.
And who do you style for?
Well, I'm portfolio artist for L'Oreal Professional. And
so this is your full-time gig. They didn't just pull you off the street to do this.
No, I wish they did, though, a lot earlier. It would have been great. Yeah, no, this is something I do all the time for them.
How difficult is it to get a model ready for a show such as this?
I don't know if difficult would be the word I would use.
I mean, you're under a lot of pressure, right? You've got a very finite amount of time to get them prepared.
Yeah, but it kind of at the same time puts you in a position of euphoria. You know, if this is if you're here, it's because you love doing what you do. So it's not
you're
really
good.
Pressure. Well, hopefully.
Well, you wouldn't be here if you weren't good, my brother.
Talking about that.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You wouldn't be here if you weren't good, my brother.
Yeah, no. So, you know, it's just a matter of, you know, focus, getting it done, concentrating on the work that's, you know, in front of you, not letting everything else kind of get around and influence you in ways that you know, can't be bothered with at that time. Sometimes you're working hair, makeup, nails, sometimes they're dressing them. I just came from a show where they had hats on, they had to take the hats off, redress the girls, and they were going back out, so we had to redo the hair while they were getting undressed.
Because the hats messed up the hair.
Exactly.
Even a guy like me could figure that part out.
You see?
So what's really interesting, though, is that you spend all this time on each model, and then they walk that runway very, very quickly. So it's just for a snapshot, really, relatively speaking.
A lot of times in life, you can run parallels to things that take a long time and are over like that, right?
I hope you're not thinking sex.
You said it, not me.
I mean, I'm not asking about your personal life.
No. But think about it. It's like that. It's all this work, all this preparation. You're doing everything you got to do, and then it's over in an instant, right? But it was worth it because you want to do it again and again and again. So it's really the same thing.
So do you have in your mind before the model sits down at your chair what you're going to do with her?
Once you get to this point in a show, yeah. You know, once you get to this point in a show, absolutely. You know, everything's done prior, everything's done ahead of time. Once you get down to when you're working the show and you're backstage, everything's already known. Obviously, you have designers that change their minds. Obviously, you have, you know, things that come up that might not work logistically. A model comes in, your whole look is like a real big French twist, and a model comes in and her hair's 2 inches long. You know, so you got to be able to adapt and move towards that. But at this point, when you get to this point backstage, yeah, absolutely. You know exactly what you're doing. Each person, you know, has a designated thing that they're doing. You know, and usually when you're doing hair shows or when you're doing designers, it's one look, you know, and it's all conforms to that one look of hair, one look of makeup, because it's really the clothes you want to accent.
Do you want to like interview yourself because you anticipate my questions?
Oh,
and you answered. No. That was a compliment. So that's exactly where I wanted to go with my question, and that is, the designer has a certain look that he or she is trying to project. And
in all my experience, in all my experience in the past, it's always been the designer has an idea for their collection. When it comes to the hair division or the hair part of it, the collection's already put together. They're not changing too much of their collection, so they already have a vision of what they want. It's our job to kind of take that vision and try to see how that transforms in the fabric of hair. you know, and how we can accent their vision. You know what I mean? When we do more like hair shows, and it's the inspiration is about the hair, or if it's a new hair color product we're coming out with, or a new like styling product we're trying to focus on, that's what will dictate the hair in that point. But when it comes to shows, it's really about the designer. What was their inspiration? Where do they want to go? You know, do we want to use that inspiration for the hair into the clothes? Do we want to take something from the clothes and put it in the hair? You know, sometimes you'll see the same fabrics wrapped in. Sometimes you'll see just the same vibe, the same feeling that's going back and forth.
I want to ask you about makeup. There was a day when all the models were super, super skinny and the makeup was kind of pale, and there was a lot of criticism of that. Today I see healthy looking models here.
I think because of all the criticism.
There was criticism of that.
I think though, you know, it's an evolution, and you know, fashion, everything is kind of an evolution, and you know, we're going to go into ups and downs. You know, that's a personal choice of what you want to call it. You know, I think now you're seeing something that maybe is a little more fresh, a little more dewy, which is odd for fall, because we are doing fall winter right now. So you don't really usually normally see that in fall winter. That'll be more a spring summer look. I could put you in a Dior dress, but if you wear it like jeans and a t-shirt, it's still going to look like jeans.
You cannot put me in a Dior dress, but thanks for the offer. Hey, thanks. You were a great interview.
My pleasure.
Oh, Nick. Okay, that was a good interview. Thank you very much. You were great. Oh, everybody liked that interview. That's great. Well, now we see exactly what he was talking about at work. You see 3 people working on this model simultaneously. And by the way, that's what it takes for me to get ready for work every morning. Especially my eyelashes, guys. Joseph Audrey is going to be our next interview. We're watching him at work right now. And he is the next biggest up-and-coming makeup artist for L'Oreal. And you can tell by all the fashion photographers who are here wanting to capture a snapshot of him at work. For those of you just joining us, we are live backstage at the Fashion Week in New York City. This is a look that you normally would not have an opportunity, this backstage look, live streamed on Paltalk. For the first time, live streaming has been permitted back here, and I'm hoping you're enjoying it. And I understand, I've been told that there are a number of reporters around the country whose news organizations have been too cheap to send them here to be here in real life with us. And so they're joining us via Paltalk, and we love having you guys with us. And next year we hope that you're here with us. They spend just a few minutes after all this work on stage and then start all over again for the next one.
Toiling in the stacks of a library. I'm like a true academic. Yeah. No, I'm not in this guy. Me and my suit and my...
This is really a great look that you guys are getting of how it all comes together at the last second. And look, doesn't it all come together? It looks like it to me. You're more than welcome. What gets me is how calm you are. It's amazing. And our folks are watching all this, which is very cool.
So cool.
I know.
So different.
It is different.
That's how the little girls growing up thinking.
Now the 3-minute warning before they walk over to the show. Boy, does she not look like $1 million, Jack?
At least, maybe 1.5.
Maybe more than that. rooms that feature all kinds of things: sports, music, flirting, romance, and music, politics, languages, all different kinds of languages. Anything that you might be interested in, I guarantee you can find it on Paltalk. We want to thank the various news media organizations that put the link to this room on their websites. We want to thank those reporters who could not be with us here in person, who came and joined us for this event. We'll have far more events in the future, not just news, but interesting feature events such as this. Here's a little hint. I don't even think Jack, my cameraman, knows about it, but we're going to give you an early look on March the 5th. Obviously, that's early, of St. Patrick's Day in beautiful Hoboken, New Jersey, home to Frank Sinatra. So for my cameraman, videographer, bodyguard, Jack Brown, I'm Gary Baumgarten. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hope you enjoyed it, and peace out.